Listen, you guys, it seems like Ice Spice is out there shouting out Nicki Minaj as well as throwing some shots at somebody. And we're going to be talking about this entire Drake fiasco, Rickross district, Drake district. And Beyonce allegedly is on some Payola. JT was out there loved up in Miami. And these are some of the things that we will be talking about in this video. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the Tea Plug. I trust you guys are doing well and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great, you guys. I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's tea. So, first of all, you guys, we are going to talk about the Spice Girl, okay? Okay, why am I calling it the Spice Girl? Sometimes I'm just extra. Anyway, I mean Ice Spice. So Ice Spice was out there performing at Coachella, and first of all, before I delve into what exactly she did, I would just like to say congratulations to her for being able to perform at such a large stage. That is definitely a win on her end. It does seem like, however, she had some interesting things to do and to say during her performance. Now, first of all, she did perform Barbie World, and the song that she actually has with Nicki Minaj. And when I tell you the crowd went insane when Nicki Minaj's verse came on, and she was even rapping to part of the Nicki Minaj verse. And honestly speaking, especially when that beat changes, that part where the beat changes, she literally turned around, did a little dance, and when I tell you the crowd went bananas, I am not exaggerating. Okay, so yeah, obviously she did that, she ate that, and you can tell that she's actually improving in as far as her performances are concerned, because people were really calling her out for being a drive performer. People felt like she doesn't have a stage presence, but you can tell that she's actually putting in the work, because she is clearly improving. Okay, now just before she performed Barbie World, she did say shout out to Nicki Minaj, and obviously you do know that the Barbz don't play. Like you mentioned Nicki me before you say Nudge, the Barbz are on your throat. Okay, because they literally are out there always looking, for somebody, who's trying to play with Nicki Minaj. And not that I blame them. I feel like they have been traumatized as a fan base to a point where they are extremely defensive. Do you get what I'm saying? Because what happened to Nicki Minaj in 2018, you guys, is insane to even begin to think about. So obviously they've been hurt before, and they've been literally, people are out there always, crying, the Barbz dragged this person, the Barbz did this to this person. But I'm like, you made them that way. Do you get what I'm saying? The same with Nicki Minaj. You made her that way. She trusted a lot of people in the industry, did favors for people, only for them to wake up the following morning and turn up on her. So I don't blame the Barbz for being on the lookout each and every single day. So obviously some Barbz started saying, oh wow, you want us to support your album. That is why all of a sudden you're now, saying shout out to Nicki Minaj. And you do know that some Barbz still feel some type of way about that entire photo and back and forth that she had with obviously the transformer, and the fact that she was out there trying to hide the fact that she took a picture with the transformer and made it seem like their interaction goes just as far as liking Instagram pics, when they're actually out there behind the scenes getting photos taken together. So some Barbz still haven't forgiven her for that, and some Barbz feel like, well, she's just using Nicki Minaj. Some people feel like she's pulling a Doja Cat where it's praise Nicki Minaj, and as soon as she feels like she has enough fans, she starts doing some sneaky-ish that Mahlamini was doing. Okay, so obviously some Barbz were not feeling it, but there are some real true Barbz, but I don't know whether to call them Barbz but hybrids, I guess, that mess with her like heavily like that. Personally, I like the fact that she's not usually in drama, and I also gave her the side eye with that entire transformer situation. But to say that I dislike her at this point, I would be lying. Okay, and to say that like I'm the number one fan like I am for JT, I would also be lying. But that being said, you guys, I mean, this is not the first time that this girl has shouted out Nicki Minaj, so it's not like she's just shouting her, she's just started shouting her out right now. She has always mentioned Nicki Minaj, so a part of me really does want to give her a pass and say that, oh well, maybe genuinely she means it. So I want you guys to let me know what you think about Ice Spice shouting out Nicki Minaj. Do you think that it is from, a genuine heart, or do you think that, well, she's doing the most just to get, the Barbz to stream her upcoming album that she announced? Okay. Now, moving on to the next thing that we are going to be talking about, still talking about her. It did seem like, well, she did preview another trick, during that performance. And in that trick, she seemingly is taking a jab at somebody. And that somebody, people are convinced that, that somebody is none other than Lottery Ticket. Now, because, well, she was out there referring to that person as a flop. And so people were quick to say, who else is a flop? Okay. The certified flop is obviously, Lottery Ticket, because you guys do know that you were all out there hyping up, Sunday Savers and making it seem like, it's the best song to ever come out just for you to not support it. So it did flop, okay? And some people thought like, well, she's self-subbing, because why would you say Lottery Ticket is a flop? They feel like Ice Spice herself is a flop. A flop is I don't think she's a flop, if I'm gonna be honest with you, in comparison with, of course, her peers, her mates, who like Lottery Ticket, Cousin Sloth, the Transformer. Those are, her peers, because you guys know that, well, they're competing over number two, going down, because the number one spot is taken by default. Like, so yeah, in comparison with her peers who are basically Lottery Ticket, Glorilla, the Transformer is there, right there with them as well, because let's not act like she's doing, she's popping like that. She's not. So in comparison with those people, I don't think she's a flop. I mean, Lottery Ticket, Sunday Service, what did that song do? It didn't even do anything after all that hype. And you look at Glow tickets, if Glow doesn't come with any stands and things like that, and twerk contests, it's not like her songs are doing extremely amazing. The Transformer is out there, still being carried by Charlamagne the God on his bald head, by still being carried by radio stations. That's what I meant, you guys, by radio play. And Charlamagne happens to be one of the people, in radio who are out there pushing the Transformer. So, yeah, obviously, I do not think that she's a flop per se. But hey, hop into the comment section, you guys, and let me know what you think about that. Do you think that this beef between Ice Spice and Lottery Ticket is going to end? Or do you think that, well, it's going to keep going? They will keep going and getting at it. And so, yeah. Let me know in the comment section. Moving on to the next thing that we are going to be talking about, you guys. Well, Jatavia, my girl, my girl. So Jatavia was out there performing in her hometown, and when I tell you that the crowd showed up and showed out, I'm not even kidding, okay? The people were messing with her heavily, okay? I mean, they were effing with her heavily. Like, you could tell the energy, the crowd, they were so lit, they welcomed her. And I honestly did love to see that happening, because I do feel like Jatavia is talented, especially in comparison with all this mediocrity that we have lately been seeing. Okay, I do feel like she has the talent, she has the it factor. Like, when you look at her pictures, that she was taking at that time that they went to perform Super Freaky Girl with Nicki Minaj, she stood out. Like, you can tell that she really does have that she does have that it factor. So obviously I'm rooting for her. You guys know that I mess with her like that. I like her. And I love the fact even that she's going, back to basics, to build her own fan base. She's not relying heavily on radio. She's literally looking for fans that will be able to actually purchase her music. I did see some people saying, well, her fans are Barbz and things like that. And I'm like, the reason why she's going to perform at them quote unquote barbecue, whatever performance that Glow called it, the reason why she's humble enough to go and start there is she knows that she wants to create her own authentic fan base, not fans on Twitter that will literally argue 100 times for you on your behalf. And when it comes to actually buying your music, they're nowhere to be found. And this is exactly what we're witnessing in hip hop. Thank God for the Payola, and that's actually being exposed, that's being exposed right now. Thank God for that Payola, because it did not been of that Payola, trust me, some people's numbers would be very embarrassing, because there are a lot of people who write for them on the internet and make it seem like they are for them, they're their fans. But like, when you ask them, like, give me two of best bars, they have nothing, because they are not fans, they are Nicki Minaj haters. And I love the fact that JT is not going, through that route. Like literally, she's going back to basics and making sure that she's building her own fan base that actually does enjoy her own, sound. So let me know, you guys, in the comment section what you think about the City Cinderella. Do you think that she's the next thing popping like a can of brew? Anyway, the next thing that we're gonna be talking about, you guys, we are going to be talking about this entire Drake fiasco. No. Let me start with this Beyonce allegations and accusations. Now, it seems like this man, this husband of Queen Bees from the Fraudulent Nation is actually being accused of Payola, allegedly. I'm looking right now at an article that says, that man paid more than 20 million to country radio stations to play Beyonce's songs so she'd top the Billboard country charts. And another headline reads, the controversy unveiled. That man alleged 20 million investment to elevate Beyonce's country music presence. And the first line that's there actually reads, don't believe the hype about Beyonce topping the country charts. Our source tells us it's all pay for play. Who knew that a day like this would come? Who knew this? Like, I personally would have never imagined that people would finally expose, especially this man. My thing is not with Beyonce, but my thing is with this man who's behind, allegedly, all these fraudulent acts. Like, honestly speaking, he's just going to, to destroy the legacy that this woman has built even before she met him. Like, he's just going to single-handedly destroy that woman's legacy, and it's just so sad to watch. And now I'm thinking, if people are having, the guts to expose this, what else is coming? Because you guys, there have been some rumors for the longest of time, but also for the longest of time, people have said that he is not touchable. And so, like, people will be like, oh, well, it's not like they're going to do anything to him and stuff like that. But it seems like people are finally coming out, exposing all of this. What else is going to come up? Grammy purchases. And I did see some people on Twitter also saying that, well, now it does explain, even Bongo 2's, he's going number one on Billboard. So, this is the man behind Bongo 2's management, and this is the man that is trying to push down Bongo 2 down our throats. And, that person who commented on Twitter even referred to Bongo 2 as this man's side chick. So I'm just like, it's getting juicier and juicier and juicier than a watermelon. Okay, I'm doing too much. But hey, you guys, let me know what you think about this entire expose that is just starting on the men from Fraudulent Nation. Now, moving on to the next thing that we are going to be talking about. It seems like Champagne Papi is out there. It's literally getting uglier than Ken Babi. I'm not even kidding. Okay, because yesterday there was a diss track that was leaked, and people were like debating, is it an actual diss, is it AI, what is happening? And on that diss track, this man literally came for everyone who came for him. I came for Rickross, came for Kendrick Lamar, came for, what's his name again, came for Future as well, and was basically talking his ish on this entire record. Okay, and it seems like, well, that did not end there. Okay, that literally didn't end there, because it did seem like Rick Ross took an hour to write back a diss track towards this man. Now, first of all, the internet is divided, with some people feeling like, well, Drake won this round, and some people saying that, well, he didn't technically win this round because it took him a long time before responding to these diss tracks and stuff like that. And some people also feel like, well, if you're gonna be using a ghostwriter, then what use is it? Okay, some people feel like, well, he did not write all of that by himself, and some people are shaming other guys for going after Drake. And personally, I'm stuck at that shaming several guys going after one person. That's where I'm stuck at, because I'm like, how the goalposts actually do shift, how the standards shift, how the rules are bended for one person. Okay, because if we're going to be honest, you guys, 28 and 29, several women and legends actually, in the hip hop streets, in the female hip hop streets, literally came together going at one woman. And during that time, the tune was, oh, she has to be the one with the problem. Oh, why is, everyone coming for her? Oh, why, there has to be a reason behind this. But now that it is Drake that is happening to, of course, the goalposts have changed. And to me, it's very interesting. I'm yet to see how this is going to play out because you can tell the double standards. And honestly speaking, the double standards are very disappointing at most, but I'm really glad that, throughout everything, Nicki Minaj still came out strong. It doesn't matter how many times they may try to rewrite history and delete this entire situation that happened to her. She's still out there thriving, and I know that they cannot stomach that, okay? So it seems like Rickross also came back at Drake and said that, well, he has had some work done on his face, including a nose job. And now, speaking about that nose job, honestly speaking, putting side by side pictures of this man, the old pictures and the new pictures, you can certainly tell that, well, something has been done to his face. And it does seem like Rose also accused him of liposuction and things like that, of surgery in general. And yeah, it's very, I don't know if I should feel bad for Drake, honestly. I just wish Nicki Minaj would come up with a track against Kendrick Lamar, and I'm yet to see if Kendrick is going to respond to Drake or if he's going to let everything slide. So let me know, you guys, what you think about this entire fiasco that is happening in the hip hop streets. Okay, that being said, thank you very much, you guys, for watching, and thank you very much for making it this far. If you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button and do turn on the notification bell so that you will be notified each and every time that I post. And until my next one, see you.